How about a 40-minute, very spicy yoga sculpt class? Meet me on the mat. Hi, let's meet in a seated position. So fuller half lotus. If this is a difficult pose for you, just start to draw those legs away from the bottom. We'll rest our hands lightly on the knees and rock those shoulders over those kneecaps, moving in one direction. And then go the other. Undulation of the spine. And then come back to that still position. We'll flutter our eyes closed, draw chin away from chest, and drop shoulders away from the ears. And that first deep breath in, really lengthen through the spine. It's almost as if you're growing that neck longer. Reach up through the crown of the head. And on the exhale, we soften and melt into the mat. Breathe in and breathe out. Now we'll start being curious about breath and how we can extend that breath. Let's originate that inhale from the low belly. So let that breath begin in the low belly. Take a little sip of air. Let that breath travel all the way up to the mid belly. And now all the way up to the base of the throat. And slowly exhale the same way at the top of the chest, the mid belly, and the low belly. Continuing that deep and even breath. It's almost like a three-part breath. Inhale, lengthen, and that length travels all the way up our spine through the front of the heart space. And as we exhale, we melt and let it all go, completely emptying the belly. And as you inhale, maybe you're noticing that spine grow longer, or it feels like it. And as you exhale, parts of the body start to soften, the pelvis, the knife edge of the feet, the hips, the shoulders. And in all yoga classes, we're just curious about that breath. We're purposeful about our movement of the breath, but we're not controlling of the breath. Inhale and exhale. Let's turn that focus inward. And even in a sculpt class, a spicy sculpt class, we know that we're intentional with our movement. We'll meet the body where it's at. We can back up poses if they're painful or too much. We can take modifications, skipping reps, dropping the weights if needed. We're grounding ourselves into the mat, taking up space with our mind and body before we start moving. Let's take one more deep breath in. And slow exhale out your mouth or your nose. At the bottom of that exhale, blink the eyes open. Let's drop our hands by our side. Roll the shoulders back 3 times. And roll the shoulders forward. Let's bring our arms wide. Right arm comes across. Left elbow captures that elbow and draws it away from the shoulder blade. Find that deep stretch right there. And if you like, you can open and close those fingers. Bring it out wide, and we'll take that to the other side. Open and close. Just get a shoulder stretch here. Bring the arms down and lift all the way up. Big inhale. Exhale, bend that right elbow. Take that left hand and capture that elbow and draw those fingers between the shoulder blades. And notice that you're sitting up very tall here. Inhale up. Exhale, a bend in the left elbow, and we bring those left fingers between the shoulder blades. Inhale up, and then hands come to the mat. Walk those fingers forward, drop the head, let the head hang between the arms, and just roll those shoulders around the cheeks. Lifting all the way up, plant the palms. We'll make our way to a tabletop pose. So getting there however you need to. Stack shoulders over the wrists. Spread the fingers as wide as you can and stack the hips over the knees. Let's rock side to side. Always important to wake up that spine, get it good and supple before we start a sculpt class. Neck is neutral, but we're gazing at our kneecaps. Come back to center. Let's walk those knees out a little bit wider, big toes together in the back to touch. You know what's coming, child's pose. But we're going to take it to cat-cow. So inhale, threaded heart through for cow. And on the exhale, pull the belly in and sit the tailbone back for cow. Cow. Cat, I guess. Inhale, roll yourself up, find a cow. Exhale, sit it back for a child's cat pose. Inhale, up to cow. Exhale, sit it back. We'll keep this very active, staying right here. Lift that forehead off the mat. Weave that right armpit under the left armpit. You can tent on the fingers and a deeper shoulder stretch. Our weight's in the kneecaps and that right shoulder. Hardly any weight is in the temple. Tap the left palm down. Right hand comes up to meet it. Thread the needle on the other side. Right palm taps down, left hand comes to meet it. Now bring the chin to chest and really roll yourself up, round through the spine. Walk those knees together and extend that right leg behind you. Make some ankle circles one direction and move the other. Drop the shoulders as you send the chest forward. Inhale, flex the right foot. Exhale, bring that right leg to the left side of the mat. Look past the left shoulder. We're stretching out the ribs on the right side, putting some space between them. Bring the gaze between the thumbs. Lift the right leg behind you. Bring right foot on the outside of the right hand. Scooch that left knee back. Keep that left hand planted. And let's guide that right knee over to the right side. So you're on the sole of the right foot or the knife edge, keeping the chest open. Set that foot down, toe heel that right foot to the middle of the mat, plant that right palm and right knee comes back to meet left. We are in tabletop again and always being organic with movement in this tabletop. What does the body need? Bring the knees together, extend the left leg behind you, circle ankle. I'm going to need to get my weights out of the way. Moving both directions. End with that left foot flexed. Inhale. Exhale, send that left foot to the right side of the mat. So we're spreading the ribs on the left side and pressing down through the ball of the foot and sending that heel back. Look between the thumbs, lift that left leg up, step left foot on the outside of the left hand. That right knee goes back a little bit. Right hand plants, left hand guides that to the side. Just getting a deep stretch in the hips. And bring that left hand down. Bring that left knee back to meet the right. One more rock and roll with the hips. Maybe a barrel roll for you. Maybe just staying in that static pose. And then curl the toes under, lift the hips high, downward facing dog. So we're dropping the head and we're pressing the mat away. This grows our arms long. Now really bend the knees and send the hips high. It's more important that we have a long spine than if we bring our heels to the mat. Slowly lower the heels. We don't have to go all the way. And then bend the knees generously. On your next exhale, straighten through the legs, send the heels just in the direction of the mat. And then bend, inhale. Exhale, here's where we stay. Slowly walk hands back towards our feet. We're hanging our first forward fold. Feet are hip distance. So maybe you grab opposite elbows or biceps. Just sway side to side. Hands can come to the mat, right in front of the feet. Take a halfway lift, flat back. And exhale, fold it down. With super soft knees, reverse swan dive brings us all the way up. Arms with ears, head above the heart, flip the palms and back bend. Inhale brings us up, hands to prayer, prayer to heart. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, circle up. Exhale, back bend. Inhale up. Exhale, hands to prayer, prayer to heart. One more time. Inhale, circle. Exhale, back bend. Inhale up. Exhale, hands to prayer. Prayer to heart, and let's fold it all the way down to the mat. Drop that head, forward fold, and maybe this is a little bit more accessible now. We're warming up through the spine and the back of the legs. Take a halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Walk it out to a downward facing dog. So taking those petals one at a time, take the opportunity to walk that dog and wag that tail. Generously bending the knees, cross midline. Inhale the right leg high. Exhale, right knee, right elbow, tap it. Inhale up, right to right. Can you go higher each time? Inhale up, right to right, and hold it there for 3, 2, 1. Send that right leg back. Now step that right foot through, place it between your hands, tap that left knee down, arms with ears. Hands come together, interlace all 10 but the pointers. Take an inhale. Exhale, a mudra back bend. Inhale back to center, hands release to the mat, straighten through the right leg. Walk the hands back, maybe scooching that right heel forward. Hands can stay under the shoulders. Hands can walk forward a little bit. And just drop that top part of the body so it's parallel. You can take a point and flex here if that feels good. Maybe staying in that flex position, and just let the shoulders curl around that kneecap. Bend into that leg, press the foot down. We'll try that mudra back bend again. So interlace all 10 but the pointers. Inhale. Exhale, drop back, chest up, hips go forward. Inhale. Exhale, bring the hands to the mat. This time, lift that left knee on the mat and straighten through that right leg for a modified pyramid pose. Really invite that left heel a little closer to the mat. That right knee doesn't need to be super straight. Bend into that right knee. Really sink the hips. We'll plant the palms. Right foot comes back to meet left. We're meeting in a plank pose. So hold here for 5. Really press the heels back and the balls of the feet down. Here's 3. Lowering to the mat in 2. And 1. Lower all the way down to the mat. My weights out of the way. Untuck the toes. Inhale, head and chest up to cobra. Exhale, release that forehead to the mat. Let's tent our fingertips off the edge of the mat. Zip up the legs. Elbows pointing up on the next inhale. Peel it up. Drop right shoulder and look past left. Bring that shoulder back. We'll go to the other side. Bring that back. We'll release everything to the mat. Hands move under shoulders, curl toes under, lift up to plank, and hold right here. All right, right forearm to the mat, left forearm to the mat. Walk it up to plank. So a forearm plank walk. We're bringing our elbows out wide, and we're walking it up to a high plank. Those hands meet in the middle in a fist. Let's do one more. And meet in a forearm plank. Now lift the right foot off the mat. Bring knee to nose, so really curl it in. Send that right leg back, don't set it down. And then right knee, right elbow. Send it back, knee to nose, and back. Right knee, right elbow, and back. Keep the tailbone tucked. This is tough. We're building up that fire in the core. 2 more. And 1. And walk it up to plank. Hold here for 3. Downward facing. Now we'll bring our knees to the mat in 2. And 1. Bring the knees to the mat. Rock hips side to side. Now bring the knees together. Pull that right knee off the mat. Flex the right foot. 3 big fire hydrant circles moving in one direction. And let's go the other direction. Grab one of your weights. It goes in the crease of that right knee. Hug it in tight. So in order to hug it in, take that knee off the mat and really pull that right heel to the glute. We're going to take some fire hydrant lifts. So lift to the side and lower. Lift and lower. The rest of our body's in this tabletop. We're trying to keep that left hip stacked over left knee. Here's 3. We hold at the top in 2 and 1. Here we go. Here's 3, 2, 1. Bring it back together. 3, 2, 1. together. 2 more times. 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. And 3, 2, 1. Bring it back down. Set that knee down. Bring the weights off to the side. Hands walk forward. Curl the toes under. Lift the hips high. Downward facing dog. Take a moment here. And inhale, left leg high. Left knee, left elbow. And up. Left to left. And up. Left to left. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Send that left leg back. Step that left foot through. Place it between your hands. Right knee taps down. Arms with ears. Bring your hands together. Interlace all 10 but the pointers. Inhale. Exhale, send it back. And notice my right toes stay curled under for support. Inhale back to center. Release the hands on either side. Straighten through the left leg. Remembering those hands can stack under shoulders or walk forward. You can stay right here or point and flex. Bend into the knee. Walk it forward. Arms with ears again. We'll take that mudra back bend one more time. Interlace all 10 but the pointers. Inhale. Exhale, draw it back. Inhale back to center. Release the hands on either side of the foot. Lift the right knee off the mat. Straighten left leg, nose to knee. Modified pyramid pose. Our feet are in separate lanes. Bend into that left knee. Sink it down. Plant the palms. Left foot comes back to meet right. We're going to hold here for 5, 4. Knees to the mat in 3, 2, and 1. Bring the knees to the mat. All right, lift that left leg off the mat, that left knee, the foot is flexed. 3 fire hydrant circles moving in one direction and go the other. Bring that weight to the crease of the left knee. All right, squeeze it in. Flex the left foot. We bring it to the side and lower. Lift and lower. Here's 3 and 2 and 1. Let's find our hold. 3, 2, 1. Back to center. 3, 2, 1. Back to center. 2 more times. 3, 2, 1. Back to center. 3, 2, 1. Back to center. Set that weight up onto the side. All right, we're going to our forearms from here. Elbows out wide, fists together. Walk it back. Now walk it up to a plank and walk it down to a forearm plank. All right, 3 more. Here's 2 and 1. Bring it back to that forearm plank. Lift the left leg off the mat. Bring knee to nose, kick it back. Left knee, left elbow. Knee to nose, left knee, left elbow. Staying low, not piking up through the hips. Here's 3 and 2 and 1. All right, bring it back to a high plank. Holding here for 5. Keep the tailbone tucked. 4. Knees to the mat in 3, 2, 1. Bring the knees to the mat and grab those weights. We're going to start our next series on our knees. You can also take it down here. I like to stand on my knees and keep my toes curled under. Turn the weights around so the elbows are away from the waist, but we're going to serve it up at a 45-degree angle. So send it out and in. Don't bring those elbows all the way in. Palms face the ceiling. We'll add it on in 3. Here's 2 and 1. Here we go. Send it out, twist, turn it over and back. Out, twist, turn it over and back. And these are medium weights. I have 5-pounders. You can use between 2 and 6. Adding on. Here's 3 and 2 and 1. All right, here we go. In, out, twist, turn it around. Together, out, in, out, twist, turn it around, in and out. Keep going. I know it's burning. We have 3 more. Together and out. One more time. Together and out. Here's our last time. Finish strong. Together and out. Whew. All right, set those in the corner. One in each corner. Plant the palms and lift yourself up to a downward facing dog. Let's take a moment here. Stretching as we go. Walk hands to feet, feet to hands. Let's meet in the middle of the mat. Let's take a slow ragdoll roll up. So with really soft knees. Shoulders are heavy. Arms are heavy. Shoulders are curling in. Belly pulls up. We're lifting one notch at a spine. Once you get that head above the heart, circle sweep your arms up. Let's take the right hand, capture the left wrist. Inhale up and exhale, hinge over to the right side, gaze left. Inhale up, we'll take that to the other side. Try to keep hips square to the front. Inhale up, let's take a back bend. Release the hands, slow back bend. Inhale up, hands to prayer, prayer to heart, forward fold, hands to the mat. Take a halfway lift and fold. Hands walk forward, feet walk back, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg high, right knee to right elbow, and up. Knee to nose, and up. Right to left, hold for 3, 2, 1. Send that right leg back and step that right foot through. Place it between your hands. Let's grab our weights. They start at our hips. Signature sculpt move right here, 8 pulses. Here's 8, 7. Here's 4, 3, 2. Hover right here, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Straighten it out. All right, bring the weights to shoulders. As we hover that left knee, we send the weights high and back. Hover and straighten, lift and lower. Here's 6 and 5, 4, 3 and 2 and 1. Weights to chest. Straighten the right leg, pivot, and we'll find our goddess pose. Keep your weights at our heart. Knees and toes track the same direction. Let's start with a pulse right here. Here's 8, 7, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay low. Bring the arms out wide. Bring the right arm in and touch to the left side. Bring it back, pull it through. Left arm goes. Press one side and then the other. Not moving our knees yet. 2 more times each side. Here's our last one. Bring it back to center. Hold it low for 4, 3. Straighten the legs in 2 and 1. Straighten, pivot. Set the weights in the corner. Plant the palms. Right foot comes back to meet left. I know you have a chaturanga in you. So shift forward, 1 chaturanga. Cobra or up dog in breath. Downward facing dog out breath. Couple pedals here. Reset, recommit. Inhale, left leg high. Left knee, left elbow. And up. Knee to nose. And up. Left to right, hold for 3, 2, 1. Send that left leg up. Step that left foot through. Place it between your hands. Grab the weights. They start at our hips. Here we go. Here's 8. Chest is high. 4, 3, 2. Hover it right here. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, straighten that leg. Bring the weights to shoulders. As we press up, we hover that right knee and back. Hover. We press up. Here's 6, 5, 4, 3. You got it. 2 and 1. Bring weights to chest. Straighten left leg, pivot to find a goddess on this side. Let's start with our weights in the crease of our hips. Make sure the knees and toes are tracking the same direction. Let's pulse right here. 8. You got it. Here's 4, 3, 2, hold it low. Both hands come in the right hand. Bring it behind your right glute. Reach for the outer right ankle and lift it up, or maybe the heel. You can always drop one weight. Here's 6. Make sure you're staying low. Here's 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the weights to chest. We'll switch that to the other side. Go low and lift. Use the obliques. Work them hard. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it back to center. Straighten the legs. Pivot. Set them in the corners. Plant the palms. Left foot comes back to meet the right. Meeting in plank. Shift forward to chaturanga. Cobra or up dog on your in-breath. Downward facing dog on your out-breath. One more series, folks. Right leg goes high. Step that right foot through, place it between your hands. Grab the weight. We are meeting in that lunge. All right, establish that strong base first. Now turn the weights around. We're doing that same series we did before. Turn it out to serve it out to 45 and back. Here's 3, adding on in 2, 1. Here we go. Send it out. Twist, turn it over and back. Send it out. Twist. 3 more times. We add on. Here's 2 and 1. Let's get it right here. In, out. Send it out. Twist, turn it over. Together and out. In, out, twist. Together. 1 more time. Twist. In and out. Bring the weights to chest. Straight right leg. Pivot the back foot. Parallel warrior 2. All right, we're going to bring our weights to our heart. Just pulse that right knee forward for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the weights out. Turn the weights over. Pull the weights in. Don't set them down. Signature sculpt move right here. Chin away from chest. Just hold it. We don't need to move super fast to make this worthwhile. We'll hit that reverse in 3. Weights to chest first. And 1. Weights to chest, reverse. Really punch that right arm high. Send that right kneecap towards the top of the mat. Inhale. Exhale, bring the hands to the heart. Pivot. Set them down in the corner. Plant the palms. Right foot comes back to meet left. Let's try our forearm plank walk. I know. 2 more. This time we'll meet in a high plank. All right, peel that right foot off the mat. Knee to nose and back. Knee to elbow and back. Knee to nose. Knee to elbow. 2 more. Here's our last one. And bring the hips up, downward facing dog. 1 more side and we hit the mat. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, step it through, place it between your hands. Grab the weights. We're starting in our hips in a high lunge. Turn the weights around. 45-degree serve, out and in. Here's 3, adding on in 2, 1. Here we go. Send them out. Twist, turn it over, in, out. You got it. 2 more, we add on. You got it. Here's where we add. Take the twist first. Together, out, in, out. Take the twist. Together, out, twist. Together. 1 more time. In, out, twist. Together. Bring the hands to the heart. Straighten the leg. Pivot the back foot parallel. Dig into that left knee again. And find your warrior 2. Weights stay to heart. Let's pulse that knee forward. And make sure that inner knee isn't caved in. Here's 4, 3, 2, 1. Warrior 2. Turn the weights around. Pull it in, signature sculpt. Lift the chin away from chest. Just hold it. Don't set the elbows on the waist. Notice I don't have any death grip on the weights. We'll hit that reverse in 3, 2, 1. Weights to chest. Reverse. And commit to a deeper knee bend right here. Inhale. Exhale, weights to chest, pivot, set them in the corner, plant the palms, left foot comes back to meet right. Forearm plank walk, we start with the elbows wide. 3 more, we end in a plank. Here's 2. And 1. Almost there, you guys. Pick up the left foot, left knee to nose and back, knee to elbow and back, nose and elbow. 3 more. And 2. And 1. Hold it here for 3. Knees to the mat in 2. And 1. Knees to the mat. Woo. Rocks hips side to side. Drop the head. Look back at the knees. Catch breath. Good time for drinking water pose. Taking a break pose. Toweling off your forehead pose. Now cross feet at the ankles. Sit your tailbone back. We'll meet with our legs extended. You're still going to use those weights, so bring them back by your hips. So feet are hip distance apart, toes are pulling back towards your face. You're sitting up as tall as you can. Inhale, circle, sweep the arms up. Exhale, pull that belly in and reach for the top of the feet, drop the head. You can bend the knees as much as you need to. Our stretches are always active resting. Slowly walk your hands up, plant your feet. Move yourself to the middle of the mat. Arms go out, palms face each other. Take an inhale. And exhale, roll onto your back. Pull your knees along with you and rock side to side. You can hug those knees in, connect your fingers together. Maybe this is where you find a rag. Come back to center, plant the feet. Actually, we're going to bring our feet up to tabletop. Grab the weights, one in each hand. Press the weights up. Now I want you to direct your feet about 2 inches closer towards the top of the mat. As we lift our head and chest, we're going to lower the weights. Bring them back up, but really keep those feet towards the top of the mat. So this isn't a tabletop per se, kind of an extended tabletop, and we're just crunching up. Here we go. 5 and 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the knees in, set one weight down. All right, left hand behind your head. Bring that elbow off of your shoulder. You're still holding on with the right hand. We're going to bring right elbow to left knee. Bring it back, and then now reach toward the top of the foot. We're staying on the left leg. So a crunch, across the body crunch, and a reach. A crunch, and a reach. 3 more. Crunch, and reach. 2, and reach. Last one, and reach. Set it down. All right, transfer that weight to the other hand, right hand behind your head. All right, left knee, right elbow, and reach. So we're bringing that elbow back after we make that touch to the kneecap. Driving that knee in to meet the elbow. Right hand is just for support. 2 more. Crunch and reach. Crunch and reach. All right, set that off to the side. And slowly rock the hips back and forth, making sure every part of the back can touch the mat, giving the low back some love. Every time we do lunges, the arch of the spine kind of takes a hit right there. We just need to give love back to that body part. Take those legs up and cross right knee on top of left. Bring your feet to the mat. Cactus the arms and just kind of gently rock the hips side to side. Might be engaged through the core a little bit here. That's just what we need to happen. And then uncross and we'll go the other direction. Bringing it back to center, uncross the feet, bring right ankle on left quad, press that right knee towards the top of the mat. You can keep that right foot flexed, maybe thread that needle, pull that left knee in, or connect your fingers behind that left leg on the hamstring. I really like to move in these active resting poses, these stretch cool downs. Set that left foot down, extend that right leg, connect your fingers behind there. So you're on the hamstring or the calf. Start a point and flex. Hold that flex, inhale. Exhale, draw that leg back. Inhale, give it back. Exhale, can you go a little deeper and maybe the head and chest reach off nose to knee, but in a very gentle way. Set that head down, pull that right knee in, squeeze it to chest, set right foot next to left. Left ankle, right quad, press away. Flexing left foot, maybe pulling that knee in. And if you pull that knee in, I like to flex both feet. That really keeps us active in the hamstrings. Set that foot down, extend that left leg, connect your fingers behind. Maybe a rag to bridge that gap and start that point and flex. Hold that flex, inhale. Exhale, draw it back. Inhale, let it go. Exhale, bring it back even more. Head and chest might reach up nose to knee. Set that head down, pull that left knee and squeeze it. Right knee comes in to meet it. One more rock and roll. And bring your hands in the crease of the knees. Start rocking yourself up. Send that right leg out to the side. Pull the sole of the left foot in, and we'll turn to square our body towards that right leg. Its toes are pulled back towards our face. Walk on that fingertips towards that right leg, that right foot. Inhale away. That's a halfway lift right here. Exhale, can you fold a little bit deeper? And slowly lift up. We'll bring that to the other side. Just take it slowly. Sitting up as tall as you can, then square the body to that left leg. Walk on fingertips towards that left ankle. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, we fold a little bit deeper. And really being personal about these stretches. So if you are right here, that is okay. You're doing you with your stretching. And lifting all the way up. Let's get seated again. We'll end our class like we started. And we'll end our class with our hands resting lightly on the knees to start. Drop the shoulders. If you feel comfortable, you can close those eyes. And start thinking about the breath. It might be a little short, maybe at the end of that ab series. But can you originate that breath from the low belly? Let it travel up to the mid belly, all the way to the base of the throat. And then slowly releasing the same way, starting at the top. Just a couple breaths like this. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And then finding some quiet, some space to explore breath. You're just noticing that soft rise and fall of breath. You're still taking up space on the mat with your breath, with your body, with your mind. Taking notice of how that body feels. And we'll end our practice with 3 community breaths. So blink those eyes open. Inhale, circle, sweep the arms up, hands to prayer. Draw that prayer into heart as you exhale. Inhale, circle. Exhale, hands to prayer, draw it in. Inhale, circle, last one of the day. Gather up all that air, energy, oxygen, positivity, and draw all that into your heart with your thumbs coming to the third eye. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste.